I'm Major Jeff Cotner with the Dallas Police Department Crimes Against Persons Division. Here to talk to y'all today about a murder victim we had from August 9th. Our victim is unidentified, and that's where we're asking for the public's assistance in that regard. Again, the murder occurred on August 9th. The victim was found about 11:40 in the morning in the 3100 block of Persimmons. The location actually is an old cemetery. The suspects in this case, suspects in this case, actually buried our victim partially in the ground. Our victim was burned beyond recognition. And that's part of the issue here. I can't describe the manner of death, but certainly we believe that the actions taken to burn our victim was to hide his identity. What we believe is that we have a white or Hispanic male in his his mid-20s to his late 30s. And that's where we're at. But here's the most distinctive part, and this is where we think that the public should be able to help us. And I want to kind of use my fingers, and I want to use the back of my head. Our victim had 3 very distinct lacerations that would be on the crown or towards the back of his head. And each of these lacerations had 10 to 12 medical staples. So this injury was severe, took medical care to treat, and presumably it was recent because the staples were still in our victim's head. Crimestoppers is offering up to a $5,000 reward for the arrest and indictment of the suspect involved here. I believe that we've got Detective Sayers, who's to my right, or he's the lead detective, Scott Sayers. That's Scott's desk number, and it's forwarded to his cell. Anybody have any questions? I cover everything, Scott?
The date that you gave, August 9th?
That's correct, August 9th.
Is that
yes,
the date that the body was found?
That is correct.
Okay, so you don't know when the murder actually occurred, that's just when you found?
You have any idea there, Scott?
The medical examiner can give you somewhat of a time frame about how long the body was there, as well as the staples. I mean, I don't know how long it takes to get staples removed once they're in. I think usually 7 to 10 days. The medical examiner told me it couldn't have been there for more than 2 weeks, possibly 3, based on what they found.
Have you told some of the local medical facilities to find out if anybody matching that description has been through there?
What we have to do is we have to go through the medical examiner to do that, but one thing that they said they need to help check medical records is a name.
So apparently he had an injury not related to this. So you're hoping that will help identify him?
I think he had this injury pre-existing prior to his death. But what I think it'll help us do is anybody who's missing a family member or a loved one out there, maybe this will let them know that this individual had this injury, and if they're still missing, they'll call us. I've already alerted our missing persons unit, told them about the injury so that they can be on high alert. If anybody calls about a missing person, they can ask the proper questions to see if this is our victim.
And I also believe that somebody probably assisted. The injury is so severe they probably didn't go to seek medical treatment on his own, and probably had somebody assist him in getting medical treatment. So
for this injury?
For those injuries, that pre-existing injury.
Any idea how long the lacerations had been there, how long the staples had been in?
Medical examiner told me that they were not in the skull, they were in the skin. But as far as how long they were in there, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you how long staples versus stitches.
You would think that they would have to be removed medically, so you don't know whether or not the person had a chance. Anything else, guys?
Detective, I just want a little clarity on the suggestion that somebody out in the public would be looking for somebody who's a homicide victim. You guys have obviously done this kind of searching. You're telling me you're just coming up empty. There's nothing that connects anybody.
We don't have any fingerprints. I've looked at every missing persons report that we have. Nothing shows me that it's that it's this victim. When you get somebody like this that has a procedure like that done to them, it's just going to help the public kind of key into. I remember taking that guy to the hospital 2 weeks ago to get his head stitched up, and I haven't seen him since. Maybe that's the call that gets the victim identified, and that helps me in my case.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.